Hi everybody, welcome to Noise Pollution. We are on YouTube and Rumble. We have some pretty interesting things for you today, and we hope you stick around to enjoy it with us. What do we have first?
Well, I don't know that it's that enjoyable. Google apologizes after new Gemini AI refuses to show pictures achievements of white people. Well, Gemini, also known as Bard, is AI from Google. It is chat AI, it is picture generation AI, and more. But it's true. I've personally experienced this. I've tried to create things on it, and it would not make white people. And oftentimes when I even specify white, it would be like, oh, this goes against our terms, or we cannot generate this.
Why in the world would it do that?
um, DEI.
But,
They're pushing the DEI.
okay, I get that, but doesn't that go against their own terms?
DEI goes against existing laws, but they don't treat it the same. They just the things they just let pass by is what all of the industry, all of Hollywood, and even politics are pushing. Video games, comic books, they're all pushing it.
Okay.
Okay, Google Bard head, like it's got a head. The head of Google Bard is what it should say. Maybe Bard Gemini wrote this.
There's so many jokes. So little time.
Google Bard head says AI offers opportunity to be more compassionate. I don't feel like compassion is being shown to me when I ask for a picture and I get a bunch of black people and Latino people, or however you're supposed to say that, Latina, Latino, Latinx, blah, 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 blah. Whatever the case, I mean, they're changing what they want to be called like every 10 years.
But the thing is there's nothing wrong with those people, but to exclude a whole race of people,
That is not compassionate.
that's not they're doing the exact same.
The way you need to look at it is they are not excluding a race.
Yeah.
They're excluding hundreds of races.
Yeah, that is true, because there's Irish and Scottish and English and Norwegian.
Jewish.
I never thought of Jewish people as white.
There's different. I mean, I'm not educated on it, but as far as I know, there's different sects of them. Some are, white. They're not dark skinned, and others are. Anyway, and so many that we're not readily familiar with. That's why I say hundreds.
Yeah.
Of people that aren't of any kind of darker toned skin of any sort.
Yeah.
Now this Google Bard head, let's have a look at him.
Okay.
If it's going to let us.
I'm Jack Krofchick. I'm the product lead here on Google Bard. We've talked about Bard as a creative collaborator.
Well, look at that.
AI. And
Bard's head is a white man.
Bring people's ideas to life. Bard does this thing. He's
whiter than I am.
Which is, it helps you find the words. I got a difficult
Good
note
Lord.
from a friend of mine. How do I respond to them saying, like, I didn't feel like you treated me very well?
He created
I want to maintain
this?
No, he didn't create it. They just put them in.
One of the ways that we're seeing it really integrate into people's lives. We need to make sure people are understanding the.
They're like, you're the head now of your Bard's head.
We've transformed a truth of computing. It used to be
But
computers just
okay,
did things
they're
for you.
wanting to be
You want
all
an answer from point A to
inclusive,
point B,
but they're
we'll do it.
excluding white
Now we're
people.
moving into a world
That's
where
just as bad
computers
as
do things with
excluding
you.
black
It
people or
certainly has this
Well, I don't know.
Asian
capacity to allow
people
us
or
to
You
Mexican
think
people.
he's like
explore
a light
ideas
skinned
without
Mexican
judgment.
or
And that's one of the
albino
things
black
that we
person?
hear in
I
our
really don't
user
think
research.
so.
No.
I
Many of us
mean,
have had that moment where
of
in
course
your
he's
mind
gonna
you're like,
toe the
I'm
line
going
of
to
ass.
change
You know,
this
he's
project
gonna
at
toe
work,
the
or I'm
line.
going to change like this thing at the
Okay.
parent-teacher conference. And the
But
minute that you say it,
they're doing the exact same thing that they're bitching at everybody.
Or, you know, either they're paying him enough to toe the line, or he gets out of bed every morning and goes and looks in the mirror and truly hates himself. He's like, oh my God, I'm still white. I'm still white. I feel so much shame and guilt. What am I gonna do? I know. I'll make the upcoming uprising AI army hate white people. I mean, do you think that's what's going on here? Because I am confused. I am so confused.
My goodness. Oh my goodness.
What do you think's going on?
I don't know, but they need to do something because he looks plastic.
Well, he looks white.
Well, here's what I think about the whole 9 yards. You know, I think nobody now was born back in the slavery, back in the Civil War days. Nobody was. Nobody now can help what happened back then. You know, I mean,
whites were slaves too, and as were obviously Native Americans. There's not many races that weren't slaves, and many of them for a longer period of time than the blacks were. It just happens to be that there's more blacks, particularly in America now, than there have been previously. So they're going to have a louder voice.
yeah, when's the last time you seen a bunch of Native Americans raising a fuss about something? You haven't, because there's not enough of them to raise a fuss.
Now, into a directly connected topic.
Oh, what's this?
Don't tell your AI anything personal. Google warns in new Gemini privacy notice. Now, I don't know. I take it that this was an internal notice. I mean, I don't know, but myself, I mean, maybe I'm paranoid, but I'm already like, duh.
Yeah, I mean, why would you tell?
Well, on the other hand, everybody has a phone on them or a smartwatch or a this, that, or whatever. It's always listening. There's not anything. I mean, it probably knows that when every time they go take a crap, it knows when they wake up and go to sleep. It knows everything.
True.
We can't really hide anything now unless we take a great stance and do away with all these devices.
It wouldn't hurt my feelings.
Sure, not going to change it by law.
No, it wouldn't hurt my feelings. You know, in some ways, I think the Amish have it down because they don't have to worry about all this stuff. Okay, it says the Gemini app, formerly known as Bard, is poised to become the next generation digital assistant on Android devices. The new AI-centric landscape promises to make interacting with your smartphones and other devices considerably smarter and easier. But those AI apps come with a risk, which Google's new privacy warning illustrates perfectly.
Okay, let's look at this. What is warning about conversations, location, feedback, usage information. Okay, I believe it's gonna get all that anyway. You know, it's like, oh, it's not listening. By default, it's listening. They just claim they don't keep that information, or they don't actively listen to that information. And I believe in many cases both have been proven false.
Oh, please. I think they got a bunch of people in the office eating popcorn, listening to everybody's drama. That's what I think.
Yeah, and you know, watching their webcams and
Yeah.
pleasuring themselves to it, or you know, whatever the case is. It's a sad, sick world.
I would not be surprised. It says Google goes on to state that the collected information helps them provide, improve, and develop products, services, and machine learning technologies. This is going to end up to be some Terminator shit. I just know it. It would not surprise me one bit.
I believe, for all these years that our data has been collected, has been fed into machine learning, AI, in which maybe higher up government or, you know, dark money agencies are trying to use it as world prediction, or, the ebb and flow of society and how they can handle them. But I would say that's speculation, but it's not pure speculation. There's been plenty to support that.
Well, the thing is I think they keep everybody fighting each other so much so they can do stuff like this, and everybody's busy being pissed off at each other to notice. So I guess that's going to wrap it up for us. We hope you had a good night, and I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you on the next one.